Hey guys, next year is the big 35th anniversary of Zelda, and after the massive success that was the Mario 35th All-Star Collection, Nintendo is going to be poised to really blow out all the stops for Zelda next year. So in this video, I'm going to give my predictions for all the games, all the celebrations, all the cool things that I really think Nintendo is going to do to celebrate, its Golden Boy in that green tights and green outfit, and that's Zelda. Well, that's really Link, but Zelda, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, guys, get ready for a really fun prediction video. I'm Turbo Jesse. Grab your favorite snack. Yum, 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 yum. Don't forget to sub, and here we go! Before we start that video, I want to tell you guys, I'm giving away not one, but 2 copies of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. It's only like 30 or 40 people that have entered so far, so your odds of winning are actually pretty good. All you gotta do is check out this link right here to the video with all the contest rules. It's like all you gotta do is like retweet and like something. Really simple. Anyway, guys, good luck with the contest, and on with the video. So really quickly, to kind of look into the future, see what Nintendo might do for Zelda, let's really quickly look at what Nintendo did for Mario this year. The big one is the 3D collection, where they took Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy, up-res them to HD, and put them on a little cart and shipped it out to us for $60. That's pretty cool, but pretty lackluster, and people say even lazy just to give us these emulators. They've also given us a few smaller games. I think Mario 35, which is a Mario Battle Royale game, is coming out soon, and another big one is, I know Mario 3D World is coming out with a brand new Bowser's Fury edition. So that's some pretty exciting things. So if Nintendo's going to continue that train, you think they're going to create some sort of small Zelda multiplayer battle royale game. You could really do it the same way as the Mario one, where it's Zelda or Link versus 35 or 50, and every time you kill an enemy, it goes to their game. When they kill an enemy, it goes to your game. Or maybe they could do something different. I'm really praying that Nintendo's finally going to come out with some sort of Zelda maker, which would be really cool, where you can make your own dungeons and you can make your own worlds. I know in Link's Awakening they kind of had a dungeon maker, but it kind of sucked. So I would love a few little of these like bonus games. I know a Zelda maker would be a huge game, but maybe they kind of tone it down, and it doesn't have to be that massive. But I'd love some of these games. Also, we could expect a bunch of new gear, clothes. I bet we're gonna get some Zelda stuff and Animal Crossing. I know all you Animal Crossing fanatics will go wild if you could actually have like your Master Sword, or create some other type of Zelda stuff in your towns or your villages. So get ready. Also, I bet there's going to be a bunch of cross-promotion with other companies. We're going to get Zelda shoes, we're going to get Zelda hats, we're going to get Zelda who knows what else. Everything under the sun is going to be Zelda. But let's get into the thing that we really want to talk about, these collections, these games. What big, massive games are we going to get in next year? Well, let's take a look right now. We already have a lot of Zelda games on the Switch. We have Zelda 1, 2, Link to the Past, and we also have Link's Awakening. So that's a bunch of Zelda games. So now the next games, when you get to 3D, it's kind of separated in a few categories because there's been so many of them. So there's the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I think those could actually be sold as one package. Maybe just emulate them and HD port them a little bit. And then the next 2 are going to be Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD. And those could be one package. Or those 4 games could be put together, and I think that would be a really good 4-game package that doesn't really need that much work. So yeah, that's the better idea. You're gonna get Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, HD, hopefully widescreen, and then they're gonna also port Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So you're gonna have 4 games for $60. That sounds pretty darn good. In addition to that, Skyward Sword HD. This one's going to take a little bit more work. I've actually made a video recently talking about the improvements that we need for Skyward Sword to come over to the Switch. There's some motion control stuff, but we've learned with Mario Galaxy that anything is possible when it comes to motion controls and porting to the Switch. So unfortunately, I do think that Skyward Sword is going to be an independent game and not on that collection of other 4 games. So how many games is that? So far, again, that big collection. You're getting Skyward Sword, but there's one other game, one other really big game, and it's Breath of the Wild Part Deuce, baby, the sequel to Breath of the Wild that we know is in development. Breath of the Wild came out in March of 2017. Then 2.5 years later at E3 2019, we got a trailer saying, hey, Breath of the Wild 2 is in development. That was June of 2019. It's about to be October of 2020. So we've gone a year and a half without any information on the new Zelda. It's driving me freaking crazy. I know we're getting Hyrule Warriors, and I just made a video on that, but I want Zelda 2 already. I really think that would have been a 2020 release if it wasn't for this pandemic. But since there is a pandemic, I think this game's going to get pushed all the way to holiday 2021. I think it's going to be the best game ever. I'm so excited for it. I recently made a video predicting all my Breath of the Wild 2 things as well. I know. I'm pointing out to a lot of older videos, but just because I made a lot of videos on this topic. Alright, so let's recap what we think this celebration for Zelda 35th anniversary is going to be. So we're going to get a 3D collection with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess. And that game will probably come out close to the announcement of a 35th anniversary. You know, I think it'll actually be earlier in the year. Let's think like March, April, May. So I think we'll get that game pretty close to the announcement of the celebration. Then I think a mid to end summer game would be great for Skyward Sword HD. That would be a great like June, August game, like in that area. And then setting up for a huge Breath of the Wild 2 announcement for the end of the year in October, November. If there is an E3, maybe it'll be all highlighted with Breath of the Wild 2 information and a Zelda celebration. You know, Zelda needs to be celebrated. It's one of the best games like ever. I think Breath of the Wild Part 1 is my favorite game of all time. But just the series, the lore, Zelda, Link, Ganon, the Triforce, is just so deep and resonates with me and so many people so well that I'm pumped for 2021 to be the year of Zelda. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's going to be a big 35th anniversary edition for Zelda? Do you think it's going to be different type of collections? Do you think we're going to get other type of games? And most importantly, because I really need to know, do you guys think we're going to get Breath of the Wild Part 2 next year? Or do you think it's going to be like in 2022 and it's just never going to happen? Let me know right down here in the comment section. I get back to all my comments and I appreciate you guys so much. I just created a mental health video that came out earlier in the week, and I have some other videos in the works, one on PlayStation 5, one on Ratchet & Clank, another Zelda video. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, definitely think about subscribing, hitting that like button, and all that blah, 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 blah stuff. Anyway, guys, stay safe out there. Wear a mask. Register to vote. Guys, I am Turbo Jesse. I'll see you on the flip side.